朋友，大家好，今天是美国休斯顿当地时间1月23号中午，目前是在市政大厅的门口，这里是举办一个记者发布会，主要是反对德州政府目前的147法案。金如是一个华裔的州议员的代表，和休斯顿市长Turner 主办的这个记者新闻发布会。在现场讲话的有除了卢议员和 Turner 市长以外，还有国会议员 Al Green， 还有 Harris County 的Commissioner Briones， 议员Shiela 还有一位是中国绿卡持有人，以及香港的吴议员讲了他自己作为移民在中国出生，随着父母来到美国买的第一个房子4万块钱，以及他们一家开始圆这个美国梦。那么147法案会阻止很多绿卡持有者能够在等待成为公民的过程中能够购买房子，能够实现美元的梦想。
Stop this bill now.
As a proud Asian American, I'm here as a proud Chinese American, and I am here to defend my community. I'm here to defend every immigrant community in the state of Texas, because we are fighting a law that puts immigrant communities at risk to purposely discriminate against them. I myself am not only a child of an immigrant, but I am an immigrant myself. I was born in China, and I came to this country with my parents, and I became a United States citizen. And I want to show you something. This is the house I grew up here, right here in Houston. This is the house I grew up in. This is the house that my parents bought when we were on our way to citizenship. This is the house my parents bought, our first house that we bought for $40,000. A house that costs less than many of your cars today. But this was our first step on our path to the American dream. This was our milestone. This is what we did to show that we are here and we've made it. And there's thousands of other Houstonians, of Texans, all around the state who want this same dream, who want to have their footstep, to have their milestone, to say, we are here and we are on our way to achieving the American dream. And this dream could end for all of these people. Why? What did my parents do to them? How are they a danger? How did they do anything other than have good jobs, pay taxes, and be good people around the community? And this is the story of this bill. And I want to be very clear. Senate Bill 147, and despite what people say, very clearly targets people who are here lawfully. It targets visa holders that we have tried to attract from around the world. It targets lawful permanent residents, or green card holders, as we call them. People who have said, we are making the United States, we are making Texas our permanent home. We will no longer live in another country. We are living here permanently. And they are often on their way, just like my family, to citizenship. What did they do to offend you? What did they do to harm our state? What did they do other than work hard, pay taxes, and do what we expect of them? What's really painful about this legislation is that we've done this before. We've done this before over 100 years ago. We have passed these exact same laws in our nation in the 1800s. We passed alien land laws that forbid Chinese and Japanese from owning property, owning businesses. We passed laws that say the Chinese are not allowed to marry, they're not allowed to have children, and the only thing they're allowed to do is wash other people's dirty clothes and make food. Because the Chinese and many other Asian groups were actually called the Mongoloid races. That's how we were referred to. And we were seen as vermin. Not even animals, but the lowest of animals. Up to the culmination of the 1883 Chinese Exclusion Act, to single out one specific ethnic group to exclude from this country. For what reason? Because we were seen as vermin, to be seen as trash, to be thrown away, to be used up and discarded. We're passing the same types of laws right now. And this is not just about the Chinese community. I want to be very clear about that. This is about every community. This is about every community in the United States has come under attack. It may say China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran right now, but it's a one-word amendment to this bill. It is a one-word change to add your country. You hear the people driving fear about invaders from Central America, from Mexico. You hear them talking about the Muslim ban. All of those places could be next. And what we are saying to you today is we should target no one. We should not target China. We should not target Russia. We should not target any place, because the people from those countries are not the same as those countries. And this is a lesson that we should have learned during World War II. When the United States government said, we understand that the German people who have German ancestry, but who are Americans, are different from Germany, the country. But yet our nation rounded up 160,000 Japanese Americans, 60% of whom were United States citizens, many of them natural-born citizens. Because they said, well, the Germans are different, but those people who look Asian, they can never truly be American, even if they are citizens, even if they were born here. And right now, this type of legislation, this is what we're facing all over again. That we're unable to separate the people who fled countries from those countries themselves. And we cannot stand for this. And I am joined here by a group that looks like Houston and looks like Texas and represents virtually every religious group, every ethnic group, every community. Why? Because this is our fight. Because any group, any community, any nation could be next. When we fall out of favor in the public because people use us as scapegoats, we must stand united as a whole community. Everyone, whether you're from Asia, Africa, the Middle East, Europe, no matter what it is, let us stand up against hate. Let us stand up against bigotry. Let us stand up against discrimination. Let us stand up for the American dream. The Chinese Exclusion Act was wrong in 1883, and it is wrong in 2023. next up, we have Mayor Turner.